Hello, teachers. Let me just move a little bit here. Yes, seems better, right? With the lights. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? How are you, teachers? Let me start both places. Yes. It's never a yes right away, right, guys? You know, the ones who are watching. Hello, Marisol. How are you doing? Okay, now we're ready here, both on Instagram and on YouTube. How are you doing, teachers? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this live, this lunchtime live. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How are you after day three? After day three of the Step Up Challenge, I know that many teachers were freaking out because day three is mind blowing. I know that. That's the feedback I get all the time. They're like, Camila, day three is just mind blowing. And it is. It really is because it shows you so many things you can do, right? To start really boosting your career as an English teacher. Hello, Taina. Hello, Evangelista, Mariana Evangelista. Hello, Daniel. You're inspired. That's great, Marisol. That's the idea, guys. That's the idea. So today we're going to talk about how and if it's possible for teachers to make 10K a month. And I know that in many ways, many ways, we have to work here. So this is the time for you to share this live with all of the teachers you know. All right. So click here on this little airplane you have on the corner on the bottom right. Yeah. And send it to all of the teachers you know, because I know that it's not only for English teachers, right? It's something that teachers have in their minds that they can't have a lot of money. They can't be rich. They can't have like daring financial goals. Hello, Evaristo. Guys, if you're here watching on YouTube, do the same. Share it. And then there's an arrow, right? Like for you to send to everyone you know, to all of the teachers you know. Hello, Leo, Jardel, Jarbas, Ariel. Very cool, guys. Very nice. So let's start. Good, good morning, afternoon, BTs. That's it, guys. That's it. For some people, it's still kind of the morning. I know that officially it's already the afternoon, right? Some people still haven't had lunch. I prefer to eat after that so I can take it easy. I can just do my things. All right. And I am honored to have you here, guys. It's so nice to see that teachers have been following the Step Up Challenge and all of the lives and everything else. Hello, Liz. And what is the point? Let me just start from why are we doing all of this? Why are you here? Why are you watching these lives? Why are you doing all of these things, right? For yourself as a teacher. That was something that we mentioned in the activities for day one, okay, for the Step Up Challenge. Because first, we have to, not just for our careers, but for everything we do, we have to connect these things with a bigger purpose. And we all teach, we go to work every day, we see our students, we prepare our classes, right? We turn on our computers or our iPads or phones, we teach, we talk to them, we prepare activities, we try to find new things, we talk to them, we listen to them, we send them other things to do, we get paid, ideally well, but not all of the time, right? And why do we do all of these things? Why did we choose to be English teachers? Why are we here sitting in front of this cell phone or computer listening to a teacher mentor? Why are you doing all of this? And this answer has to be carefully, this question has to be carefully answered. And if you don't know, then you have to go back a few steps before you really start this process of improving yourself and developing your business. Because if it's just for the money, or if it's just for, oh, because there's nothing else for me to do, or I don't know anything else, I only know English. So I came back from the United States, I worked as an au pair there, and I just had to find something to do, and I know English, and Most of the times there is no certificate that is required for me to start working. If you don't have a strong purpose, you are going to find ways to sabotage your development. That's it, guys. It's one of the laws of the universe. If you might not know about these laws, you might not believe them, you might disagree with them, but it's true. But it's true. If there is no strong reason why you do what you do, then you're going to believe that charging 100 reais an hour is too much, charging 200 reais an hour is too much, forming groups that give you 2,000 reais a month is too much. And whenever people ask you for trial classes, hello, Carlos. Hi, Lais. It's too much. Oh, then you start believing that people don't have money, and that like, oh, but that's not for me, my English is not good enough, I'm not a good enough teacher. Then you start to say all of this, create all of these stories in your mind. And you know what these stories do to you? They keep you exactly where you are. And that works for you and for your students. Same way. We don't get the things that we want in life because first, they're not clear here. And we don't believe they're possible here in our minds first. If I used to say here, I'm writing about myself to learn more about who I am. And that's it, guys. And it's not something that you do in just one morning or one day, but we have to start. And if you don't know exactly why you chose to be an English teacher, why you chose to work with people and teach them how to communicate in another language, if you don't know the impact that you have, that you make, that you really cause in people's lives, it's probably going to be very hard for you to believe that a teacher can easily make 10,000 reais a month. Yeah, easily. And I'm not saying that you're going to be sleeping and doing that, but if you do what you have to do, if you follow a strategy, if you take the right way, and if you do like each activity, you are going to get there. Some people will get there in a month, others will get there in 2 months, others will take 3 months, 4, 5, 6, but they'll get there. Then you will get there. And I just posted here in the stories messages of teachers who are taking part of BTE that sent messages saying, I have a full schedule. I'm creating a waiting list. I have more students than I could ever imagine. I doubled my income. I'm making 10. I'm making more than 10. I'm making almost 10. Do you think that these people that shared all of these developments openly to us in a group, that they have these limitations in their minds? They don't. And sometimes we believe we don't have these limitations, but we do. Because every time I talk to teachers about changing their prices, organizing their schedule, saying no to certain students, only saying yes to the things that will take them to their goals, many times, many times, teachers are like, oh yeah, but I'm not comfortable doing that. And when you're not comfortable doing something, it's because whatever you think you can deliver doesn't match, what the person is going to pay for you to do that. And then our brains, they look for congruence. So if you don't believe you're good, if you don't believe that what you're doing is necessary and is something that will improve another person's life, you are going to start saying, oh, but that way is enough for me. That's good enough. Oh, but that's already better than what I had before. And that doesn't mean that you're not grateful, right? That doesn't mean that you're not grateful, but it's just limitations. When you're like, oh, I really wanted to join BTE, but I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if it's for me. I'm just starting. Oh, but there's a lot to do. And many times people don't join BTE because they know that they'll have to do a lot. And they're not willing to do much. Not conscientiously. They're not aware of that. But that is how you self-sabotage. You're like, yeah, I took the Step Up Challenge here, and just in 4 days, Camila gave me like this huge list of things to do. And there are some people who are already doing things that they learned on Monday, on Tuesday, and getting results already. And you know that because I post it all the time, right? And you know that that person did it. That person took those steps, they did it, and they got the results. But that means moving out of your chair, right? Moving that nice part of your body and getting into action. And many times you don't want to do it. You're like, you know what? It's nice when I say that I struggle and I don't have enough money, so I get other people's sympathy. You don't say these things, but that's how your brain thinks. You are where you are because you chose to be there, right? For two reasons, actually. You chose to be there, or you don't know another way. You don't know another way, but there is another way. There is another way. And when you learn this other way, then it really becomes your choice. If you don't know better, okay, let's find a way, right? I have these limitations. I don't know that they're limitations, right? I don't know what I don't know. Okay. It's like students that don't know English and they don't know what they're missing because they don't even know what they can do with the language. The same thing. Okay. But all right, for some reason you're here. You joined the Step Up Challenge, you're following, you're watching my videos, seeing my posts, and you're like, okay, there's this woman here, this lady talking about that, their teacher's saying that it's happening. So you start to see this other reality that involves your job, what you do. You start to see this reality, and if you continue to follow that, you're going to say, wait, what do I have to, what did I miss? And then you start to know, then you're not ignorant anymore. You know there is a way. You don't know exactly what it is. You don't know exactly what you have to do, but you know there is a way because there's a bunch of English teachers there having the life I would like to have. There must be something that they're all doing. And you know, right? When you join the Step Up Challenge or when you are here in every live and you start learning these little steps, these little things for you to do, right? That develop. Ninaka, say hello to everybody before you leave. Oi, gente. When you start to know, olha, Belly is sleeping back there. That's Bellyzoca. My two babyzinhas. When you start to follow everything that you see here, you see that there's a lot to do. Things don't happen just because you say like, okay, I woke up today and I chose to believe. That's not how things go, right? People are saying hello to you, Ninaka. Okay, she went to her bed now. Maybe it's too hot here on my lap. Bellyzoca is always sleeping. Maybe she's gonna start barking to some other dog that is on the street, right? But guys, then you start to see that there's a lot to do. If you don't have that personal belief, that belief in yourself, you're going to say, but I couldn't watch the class. I couldn't download the thing. Oh, I couldn't do it. I didn't have the time to do the things Camila said. Oh, but. And then you start to find reasons. And we're very good at finding reasons, aren't we? We're very good at finding reasons. We find reasons that move, like touch people's hearts. They're like, I have kids, or I worked all day, or like, I don't have the money. If I have kids, people are going to say, yeah, I get it, tadinha, right? Guys, I've been there, okay? And I'm saying these things from the bottom of my heart because I know, and I'm very good at finding excuses. Oh, but I can't. I deserve that. I don't deserve that. But when we decide that, wait, I want to have this life, I want to do these things. And my question on the post today is, what would you do if you had 10,000 reais a month in your bank account every month? What would you do? When you answer that question, when you start to think of, okay, what would I do if I had that? You start to unblock. Olha, there was an activity right there and you didn't see it. Who here thought of what they would do with 10,000 reais a month? Who really stopped and thought, okay, What would I do next month? What would I do after 5 months like this? What would I do if this whole year that's what I made? Like if the money, the income I had. Oh, I'm doing so many things. Ariel's already living that life, right? So it's not a hypothesis for her anymore. Right? Let me see. Last class was extremely important for me. I opened my mind and I understand that I really need to create my classes, especially for each student, their necessities. I would renovate my house. All right. Marisol said, I would renovate my house. Somebody here said, I'd continue investing in my studies, invest in my career and change houses. Guys, now that you started to answer that, start to answer with as many details as you can. Told you. See, the dogs are communicating. All right. So, guys, I'm going to do the CELTA, right? Okay. I would renovate my house. I would travel. That's it. Okay. Guys, so now that you really started to answer, start to put more details to that answer. I would move to a new house. What house? Where would this house be? Would it be in the same city where you live? Would it be in the same neighborhood? Or would you move to a new neighborhood? Which neighborhood? Which house? Have you ever been by this house that you want to have? Have you ever been by this building that has this apartment that you want to have? You would renovate your house. What part of your house? Your living room, your bathroom. Would you buy new things for your house? Which things would you buy for your house? I would buy another car. Which car? How much is this car that you want to have? What color is it? You're creating it. You're creating this possibility here in your mind. And if you were here watching the challenge on day one, the activity you had on day one was to see yourself, actually day two, I'm sorry. Day two, you had to write your schedule, your ideal week, what your ideal week would be like. And I know, and if I had to bet, I'm sure I would win, that many teachers put limited schedules. You know? Like, oh, my schedule will be, and it's not very different from what you have now. And again, I'm not saying that whatever you have now is not good, you should not be grateful, but open your mind to what you can have or what you want to have. Like, I really wanted to live in that apartment building that is facing the park, right? I would like to live on the 5th floor. I would like to have a couch like that, if that's the house, like many people were saying here. I would like to repaint my entire house. It's now white. I would like to repaint it, I don't know, gray or yellow or whatever. Start to see the life you want to have. Why? Because 10,000 starts to become your reality when you're thinking of that. I would like to teach 5 students a day, to have 5 slots a day, but I would like to take Wednesdays off. It doesn't have to be Friday. Who said it has to be Friday? If for you Wednesday is better, make your ideal schedule. This is what we're going to do. When we're visualizing these things and the things that 10K a month would help you achieve, then you have a clear image, you have a clear picture of how your life would be. And if it's possible in your mind, Walt Disney, if you can create it in your mind, you can create it in your reality. If it's possible here, it's possible here in the material world too. Right? Keep investing in my career and to Ireland and go to Ireland. Look at that. Where in Ireland? When would you go to Ireland? You know, would you go alone? Who would go with you? How long would you stay there? Because when you start to think, and it's not just daydreaming, it's things that you really want. That's what you want. I would like to take a trip every year with my family to, I don't know, a different place in Brazil, right? So think about these things. Why? Because when you open that, and you're going to do, I want to live in Orlando. Look at that. That's it, guys. That's it. Everyone's going to have a different goal, a different dream here. And you cannot limit your dreams. You can't. You can't. Because you're just going to go as high as your dreams are. You're just going to grow as big as your dreams are. So if your dreams are small, that's what you're going to get. Camila, I can't even imagine making 10 grand a month because now I make 2 or 3. Okay, 2 or 3 is what's possible in your mind now. How would your life be with 5, with 6, with 8? What else would you do? And now if you follow day 2, you already organized your finances, right? You already know how much you need for each of your things. So, okay, Camila, I learned that I need 5 grand a month. What would you do with twice as much? Really, really. Be realistic. Oh, I would save everything to finally buy my house. I don't know what it is, guys, but I want you to be free to dream and make it come true. That's what I want for you. Okay? I want to live in Orlando. That's it. I would first see money and meditate and on what made me get there. Okay, João, it's not think of the past. It's thinking of the future. What happened in the past is gone. We cannot change that. Okay, but when we're thinking about the future, that is when we start to create the reality we want to live in. And we create that today. We don't create that in the future. We create that today. We start today. We make a decision today. So after you have that clear image in your mind, after you created that in your mind, then you have to make decisions today. I would buy a car. Which car? Where would you buy this car? I would travel to Brazil. Where in Brazil? How long would you stay here? What would you visit? Okay, so guys, that's it. That's it. First, it has to be possible in your mind. And is it possible? Just here, just on this profile here, you see tons of videos and posts and stories of teachers saying that they made it happen. So you know it's possible. And it's not just, oh, just one person could climb the Everest backwards. No, it's not just one person. It's many people. It's people just like you. It's people that maybe even were it's people that maybe even were in a worse situation than the one you are in now, that started from nothing, or they had lost many students. If you watch the live I did with Bruno Micelli, he said, when the pandemic started, all my students were gone. Now he has a full schedule. He started from zero with kids, to feed. That's it. Okay. Oh, a red Toyota Corolla. That's it. What year? That's it, guys. Go deep. I like it. That's exactly what you have to do. Which one? Which one are you visualizing? How if you're making 10 and you spend this, in how much time could you buy this car? And why would this car make you happier? All right. When you measure where you want to go, when it's clear for you what you want, and again, it's not just one goal. Maybe your car is your first goal, and then after that, you're going to have another one. Okay? When you can measure that, then you're like, all right, this is what I have now, and this is what I want. This is the reality I'm going to have with 10 grand a month, right? What do I have to do? What do I have to change? What kind of person do I have to be? What kind of skills do I have to learn? What kind of thoughts do I have to start having so that becomes my reality? What are the things that I have been doing that don't help me get there? And this is what you are already learning here in the Step Up Challenge, and that you learn every day with the videos. And if you really want to make it go faster, you join BTE. Because then BTE is, no bullshit. You really have to be acting on your dream, working on your dreams every day. And it's all your choice. But you have to first believe that you deserve the thing that you were dreaming about. Because if you don't believe it's possible, and if you really don't want it, then okay, fine. Just keep on. Keep on doing whatever you're doing. But if you want to change, there is a way to change. And this, and I said here, guys, so many times, this number 10K didn't come from my imagination. First, in the beginning, it was my income in 2019, 18, when I was working by myself and BT didn't exist. When it was the end of the year and I was organizing my finances, I'm like, oh, it's nice, I'm making it happen. But last year, when we started BT, that's what teachers started to do. And you know, there's something that when you are in a group, and there's always a person that does more than everybody else. There's always a person that you're like, okay, you can make 10, that person is making 16, 23. I remember, guys, the day I had a session with a teacher, right? And she was full of students and so I'm like, okay, so she had been with BT for 2 or 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. And then I'm like, so how's everything? She's like, well, I just opened a group with 26 people and each one was paying, I don't remember how much, but she had just made 23,000 reais for this intensive course that she would offer for a month. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, yeah. And now I want to do it again, but I want to have a bigger group. I'm like, so the moment you see one person doing more than what everyone is doing, people look and say, oh, that's possible. It's like that person gives the group the permission to grow. And that happens if you've ever read about Olympic world records. You know, like, oh, the fastest man on earth, the fastest, you know. Whenever somebody breaks a record, very quickly somebody else goes and breaks that record too. Why? Because that person gave them the permission to believe that it's possible to run faster than that, to swim faster than that, to jump higher than that. And that is a fact. That is a fact, guys. 50 years ago, the world record for, I don't know, swimming or for whatever kind of Olympic sport was for swimming. You could never swim from one side of the pool to the other in less than a minute. And then somebody one day did that in 59 seconds. And then it's well, less than a minute. Would never believe that was possible. That person did it. And then soon somebody else did it in 58 seconds. And then 56. And then 40. And then I don't even know what the world record is for for swimming like one side of the pool. I don't know. But I know that it's always reducing because people improve, their minds open first. Their minds open to the wait. That guy did it, so nobody believed we could run that fast. But Ivan Bolt just came to show everyone new standards. Michael Phelps came to show other people, other swimmers, different standards. Michael Jordan, oh, nobody can do that. And that is the same thing we're doing with teachers. Many teachers don't believe it's possible. We're showing that it is. More and more often, you have teachers saying, that's the life I have. This is how much I'm making. And if you think of 10,000 reais a month, it's nothing more than having 10 students paying 1,000 reais a month for you. How and what you're going to offer, then you're going to learn. Or to having 10 groups that pay you 1,000 reais a month. 5 groups that pay you 2,000 reais a month. Guys, it's so simple. Because maybe when you think of 10, it's like, wow, it's so much. But when you really look at the numbers and divide that, wait, but how many students do I have to have? How many groups do I have to have? How can I organize it? How can I make it happen? You're like, wait, that's not impossible. I can make it work. Where do you find in this planet, Donna? We don't have students in other planets yet, but they're all from planet Earth. That's where you find them. That's where you find them. 7 billion people, a little bit more. That's it. That's it. When you have this kind of belief that, oh, but these people don't exist. course they do. Of course they do. There are many people that pay thousands to doctors, to specialists, to instructors, to nutritionists, to lawyers, to... Oh, okay, but I don't want to work like this. I want to have a group that will pay me 1,000 reais. Okay. There are many ways for us to get to this 10K a month. There are many different ways. And you are going to see that when you try one way, you say, okay, now I have a full schedule. How can I grow? Okay, there's this other thing I can do. Okay, I'm charging this, but now I have a waiting list. What do you do with your price? That's it. That's it. And when you are working with a lot of people, when you start working with groups, when you start specializing, and remember, why is it important to have a niche? Why is it important to be a specialist in that one thing? So you can charge more. Guys, that's pure marketing. That's pure marketing. But again, Nai, why won't they pay a teacher? Nai, that's, remember last night, day 3, that I talked to you about the talk, how to show people that English is something that's going to change their lives. Another question you can ask them is, how much money have you lost or have you not made because you don't know English? How much money are you losing because you don't know English? Tell them, like, do the calculation with them. So you could have had that job, that position for a year. How much more would you have made? Do the calculation with them. Again, don't be afraid of making them cry. Don't be afraid of making them feel stupid because they don't know English, because that's when they're going to look at you and say, Cara, I need to study with Anderson because I can't continue life like this. But if you are offering super cheap classes, if you're offering things for free, if you're not valuing yourself, if you're not self-confident, then you're never going to find people that pay you 1,000 a month, 500 a month. I don't know the calculation you're going to make. Just today, we talked with a teacher in one of our groups, and she said that a person, that she did the talk with a person, and this person said, oh, cool, I really like it, interesting, but could we have 1 month of trial classes, like free classes, for me to see if I like it? Because another teacher offered that to me. What do you think my face was? Right? First, it's probably not true. It's the guy trying to play her. Okay? Second, when a person says that, you can only say, that's not the way I work. And don't accept that. Why? Because if a person expects you to work for free, what do you think? What kind of positioning, what kind of attitude do you think they're going to have towards English? It's not going to end up well. It's not going to end up well. Teaching for free is something that we do when we're beginning, if we want to. Like, I've never taught in my life. I really want to get the hang of it. You choose like 2-3 people and you do it for 2-3 months and that's it. Okay, fine, you're beginning. I understand, right? I don't agree fully, but I understand. All right, Camila, I've never taught. I just want to, test it with some people. Excellent. Offer something for free to some people, but this said it's going to be like this for these people for this time, and that's it. After that, you're going to start charging, even if you start charging very little. But remember, I always say it here, you're not always starting. You're not always beginning. There are many teachers here that say, I've been teaching for 5 years, for 10 years, for 6 years, for 3 years. You're not a beginner anymore. 1 month, that's it. And the thing is, like, don't even talk to that person anymore. Just say, that's not the way I work. And that's it. That's it. Right? Because if the person had the face just to ask that to you, honestly, I would be offended. I would be offended, guys. Because after everything I said, everything I can do, after the talk, everything that I expressed, that I told that I'm going to do for the person, The entire experience I have. And the person that says that to me, like, okay, so the day you go to a shopping mall and ask a store to let you wear shoes for a month to see if you want to buy them and they say yes, then you come back and talk to me. Of course, they're not going to say that, but that's what I would think. Like, right? Guys, that's the way you have to see yourself. And saying yes and wasting time with clients like that is not what's going to take you to 10K a month. That's it. That's not, remember, I am here, I want to get here. What do I have to start doing? What do I have to stop doing? What are the skills I have to learn? What are the habits I have to break? Offering things for free is something that I have to stop doing. Being worried that, and even like I was thinking, I am even going to send another audio to that teacher today, because why are you wasting time? Like, is this person someone you know? Because then if there's more context that I don't know, then okay, let's rethink the situation. Like, no, it's, my cousin who really needs it, and his mom, she supported me, and I feel like I owe them something. All right, then you have your own emotional reasons why you're worried about helping a person like that. Okay, right? But a person you don't even know, a person that you don't owe anything, I like, why would you, Anderson says I used to do over 10K. That's it. So guys, people can ask you, it's all right, we don't have control of what people will say to you or what they ask you, but you have to have control, 100% control of what you accept, of what the way you let people treat you. And remember, day one, why should you be an independent teacher online? The advantages of becoming an independent teacher online: working with the people you like, working with people that you want to work with, and not just with anyone. That's it. That's it. All right, guys. So all of that, all of this changing the way you think, the way you act, the way you behave, the way you communicate with other people, the things you say yes to, the things you say no to, all of that is going to be part of your development to your 10K. When you decide to start, when you really decide to start, and you're like, okay, Camila, I get it. I'm going to join your tribe tonight. I'm going to be your new mentoree. Let's make it work. All right? And you accept it. You are not going to do one thing that is not connected to this journey to your 10K. And I don't know what your objective is going to be. I'm just saying that 10K is a possible one, and I know that many people choose that one. Maybe yours is 6 in the beginning, 5, 8, I don't know, right? You are not going to do anything that is not on this right path. You are not. And if you do it and you don't tell me, then it's on you. Okay? Because we have questions. We don't know. You're there with a mentor and in the group of mentors to ask, okay, should I do this? Like this teacher, like, what should I do? She did the right thing. She saw a situation that was super unusual and she was insecure. She didn't know what to say. Before saying anything to the client, she sent a message in the group. Camila, what should I do? This and this happened. Guys, what would you do? Why? Because she knows that everyone who's there, her mentor who's there, is going to tell her what she has to do to get to her goal and not anything else. If somehow that was part of her journey, we would encourage her to do it. But that's not. That's not. And doing things for free is not the way to start making more money. Again, guys, please don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that you're not going to help people, you're not going to do, like, you're not going to share your development. But for you to start giving, you have to provide for yourself first. Otherwise, you're always going to be giving a little bit, coins, And again, you have this objective. You're here, you want to get here, right? But, and then you do something out of the way. But, and then you do something out of the way. What's going to happen? You're going to take forever to get here. If you get here sooner, then you're like, okay, now I want to open a group that only pays only for children that can't afford, so their families are going to pay just 10 reais a month. Okay, then you're doing it because you want it, because it's the people you want to help, because it's your mission, because but that is something you do after you achieve that. And you achieve your goals so that you can help other people in the way you want to do it. And I believe that we all have to do it. All right? People we know, people we don't know. But if you think of that before you achieve your goal, then you're doing it all wrong. Okay? Why can I today support an NGO here in Curitiba that rescues dogs from the streets? Why can I be a person that really, really sends them a lot of money every month? Because I achieved my goals. If I hadn't done anything that I did last year for BT, I would still be giving them 20 reais a month. Because that was all I had before. That is my cause. I don't know what your cause is. But remember, why are you doing all this? Why is this goal important for you? Include that if it means something to you. That's it. Oh, I want to talk to people that lost their jobs like this, or women like that, or guys, go do it. I think that part of the things that we do here at BTE is that so that we can have more, like arms. Because I am only one person, I can only help a certain number of people. But if I have a whole tribe of teachers, now 700, with their own hands, changing the world and helping people, then I became 700. I'm not just one. But I have to achieve my goals so that you guys can achieve yours. You have to achieve your goals so the people around you can benefit from that too. And it's all here. You have to have this organized in your mind. If you're putting things like in the wrong order, if you're changing the order of how things have to be, then we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Right? So guys, when I say, why are you doing all this? I don't expect a simple answer. You shouldn't expect a simple answer from yourself. You should expect a very meaningful and deep answer that is your answer, something that you want, not something that your parents want, something that your spouse wants, something that your siblings want. What do you want? What do you want? What moves you? What do you really like to do? Okay, that's it. And what kind of life do you want to have? What would you do with this 10 grand a month? I would do this and this and this. Okay, excellent. You have that image clear in your mind. If you haven't done it yet, if you were not there for day one, or you were there for day one, but you didn't do it this way, go back and do it again. And by the way, we're going to delete all the classes for the Step Up Challenge tonight, okay? So if you didn't watch day 1, 2, and 3, today is the last day for you to watch everything. We're going to remove them. They're not going to be available anymore, okay? Because after tonight, my focus goes to the new group of VT. Then they are my filhotinhos de ganso. Then I become their mother goose. They're like, okay, guys, so now you're going to make everything happen in your life. You're going to make it come true. And my focus and my team focus is there. So we cannot be dealing with other things anymore. And it's a choice. The ones who want to continue with us, awesome. The others that want to be out, or they need more time, or they don't trust themselves, or they don't really want it, okay, stay out. We're going to focus for the ones who are in. Why? Because we know where we want to go. My team and I, BTE, I'm not alone. We're a team. We know what we want to do. We know what we want for ourselves. We know what we want for the company. We know what we want for our families and friends. And we know what we want for the world. These things are very clear in our minds. That is why we do everything we do every day. We know the impact we have in our own lives. They're our like first bubble here, our team, right? And in the world. And if you don't know that, that is when things start to be hard. Because you're like, why? But why? Why would I get this money, like and invest on this thing here? Why will I open nights to be in sessions with Camila in the group? Why would I be in a group where everybody's going to be sharing things and asking things and, find more things for me to do? I'm already so busy, Há uma sarna para me coçar. When you don't have a real purpose, when you don't have a real reason why you're doing this, that's what happens in your mind. Ah, but I can't. Ah, não dá. Ah, tô cansado. You tell me the list of excuses for that. But when you make that decision and when you allow yourself to have that kind of life, all the things that you said here that you would do with 10K a month, when you're like, okay, 2021 was the year when that really happened in my life. I'm going to be a different person, a better person. Because money and whatever you get will only make whoever you already are be even stronger. So if you're a good person, you're going to be a better person. If you're hardworking, you're going to be even more hardworking. Right? If you're honest, you're going to be even more honest. If you're loving, you're going to be even more loving. If you're generous, you're going to be even more generous. That's it. That's what money does to people. You know that, guys. It's no news to anybody. But if you're lazy, more money is only going to make you even more lazier. Sorry. Okay? If you're envious, you're going to be even more envious because now you envy some people. When you have more money, you're going to envy different people that have more. If you're violent, you're going to be even more violent. That's it. We don't change these things, But I believe, and I always say it here, that English teachers are the best people in the world. Teachers are the best people in the world. English teachers are even better. I do believe so, because we see the whole world, We communicate with the whole world. So our perspective of culture and society is different, right? You'll be even adorabler, right? So that's it. So the thing is, I do believe, and I chose to work with teachers because I believe that teachers are the ones that have the key to improve our society. I really think that teachers have that power in their hands every day, every class they teach. Every teacher. Can I embrace all the teachers? I can't. What is my specialty? English teachers, language teachers, right? Because I know that there are many teachers that teach Spanish, Italian, French that are with BT too. I chose to work, okay, so how big is this world? Okay, so I have a nice world here. Can we make a change together? Oh, yes, we can. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. That's it, guys. That is exactly why I chose to do what I do and what I will love to see you making happen in your life. To say, you know what students do I want to help? What clients do I want to have? How many clients do I want to have? And when we talk about that, we're talking about numbers because it's hard, it's easy to measure. But how many lives are you going to impact? How many lives are you going to change? Whose lives are you going to change directly with your classes? That is what you do when you choose a niche. I care about teachers. I do. I've always cared about teachers more than I care about any other kind of person in the world. I care about dogs. That's why I chose to help them. I really care about dogs. Can I help all the animals and everything on the planet? I can't. But I can do my part. Fernanda can do her part. Nana can do her part. João Augusto can do his part. And that is how, with a happy life, sustainable career, profitable job, with our emotions and our hearts and minds all balanced, that's how we can make a difference all together. But if you cannot handle yourself, If your life is a mess, if inside it's all bagunça, then we can't. Then we can't. Then, of course, 10K is impossible. Protecting the nature is impossible. Saving water is impossible. Finding the cure for cancer is impossible. Then you believe everything is impossible because you're full of limitations. Oh, it's impossible to live in Mars, or it's impossible. Then it's because you're used to thinking things are impossible. That's it. Dogs are adorable and pure love. I agree. Oh, but some people don't care so much about them. Okay, I do. BT is the best tribe of teachers, English teachers, and the whole world is going to hear us roar. I agree, Vero. I agree. I really agree, and I'm proud of it. Okay, we're back. And I'm proud of it, guys. I'm proud of it, honestly. I'm proud of this tribe that my team and we are building together. I'm very proud of it. And I would love to see all of you there. It's a very important day for us. We're all concentrating here. We're all visualizing. We're all putting all our focus, energy, all of our best thoughts to this new group. Why? Because it's not just techniques. We know that not just the techniques and the things that teachers have to do, it like is enough. That is not the whole thing we do. We work and things work because they come from people that have a purpose. People that really care. They care about you. I care about you. The moment you join, the moment you become my filhotinho de ganso, the moment I become your mother goose, I'm like, okay, you're gonna learn to fly. You're not going to just be here sitting on this branch. You're going to fly. And let me tell you how to fly. Right? And the moment you want to fly and you jump in a pool, I'm like, okay, no, that's not the pool. Come here, come here. It's up. All right? So, teachers, homework for today. You're full of homework assignments, okay? So, listen, think about what you want, think about what you will do. Let's change the modal verb here. What you will do with 10K a month. And that's just the beginning. That's just the first goal for yourself. That's just the first part, your first success story. Think of what you will do with that. Write it down. Keep a notebook next to you. And then one day you can talk to Fernanda about journaling, about writing down the things you want to see happen in your life. She's going to tell you very beautiful stories, right? Write that down. Download everything you had to download from days 1, 2, and 3. Watch the class if you missed it. If you want to watch it again, we're going to delete everything. Today, 9 p.m., it's day 4. We have the entire class, and I'm going to present you the possibility, the chance, the opportunity to join the tribe of best teachers ever so that you can be part of this movement. Okay? And I can't wait to see your names there, to get to know you better, to understand how everything works for you, and to see the progress you're going to make sooner than you can expect. Okay? Thank you so much for being here, teachers. I'll see you at 9 p.m. on YouTube. Remember, the live is not here, it's on YouTube. So save it in your calendar. If you go to YouTube, you can turn on the notifications so that you know, the little bell, right? The reminders, turn it on so you're informed of when we start. Tell everyone in your house that, look, I can't talk to anyone. I have to be here because I am making something special happen for me and for our family. I'm doing this for you. Let them know that you're going to be in charge of making much better things for your life and for their lives too. Okay? Take care. Have a wonderful lunch. Let's eat. I'm starving. You already know me. I start to become a monster when I am hungry, right? But of course, we have to eat, right, guys? And enjoy the day, and I'll see you all tonight. Okay? Beijos. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, João, Evaristo, Marisol. Bye-bye, guys, for watching here on YouTube. I'll see you all tonight, okay?